Are we going to mock All-Star or not? What are we doing? Because I heard you guys yesterday a little bit.
Yeah.
Skills challenge. See, that's exactly. It's different this year. Kind of.
They have, Michelle,
Zach, how's it different? Zach,
How's it different, Zach?
All right, so in the past, they actually made a decent format in the past where it's 8 people and it's, 4 big men, 4 guards, big men go against big men, guards go against best guard go against the best big man, and we have like a fun oh look, there's a center trying to dribble, like fun, right? Like you can get into that. It's no longer, no offense, Michelle, but like Tony Parker being hungover trying to get through the obstacle course, right?
Totally
like
offended,
it's no longer that. And then this year, I can't even imagine why, they decided we'll go with 3 teams. We've got the rookies, right? So I don't even know what rookie. It's Cade Cunningham and some boys. I don't know. Like I don't know who it is.
And them
that.
boys. Evan Mobley.
That kid that's been doing Josh Giddey's been doing some stuff.
Because Josh Giddey's in there. It's not
weird.
Evan Mobley because he's on Team
Cleveland. Because Team Cleveland.
With Jared Allen
right.
and Darius Garland, right?
Which I think is going to win. But
of course, because their other competition is not rookies.
Give me the third
It's not Cleveland, and it's not another team. It's not veterans. You know who it is? It's Giannis and 2 brothers. 2 of his brothers. One of them who gets to Chris Smith his way onto the roster in Milwaukee, and then another one is in the fucking G League. Sorry for swearing. It's in the G League. I've never even seen this Antetokounmpo brother before.
It's them Antetokounmpo boys.
Oh my
God.
God.
They're hard.
You know my favorite thing? Michelle, me and Zach talked about this a little bit yesterday, but we did mention this, Zach, when we talked about it on the radio. Thanasis isn't just the human victory cigar and the guy, the Chris Smith of Milwaukee, whatever. He's also the guy that almost derailed the Bucks championship by catching COVID.
Right.
Like, never forget that. Like,
but somehow hang out with his brother during the finals, during the time where he had COVID. Like, how did
maybe
that
we
work?
lost a test. Maybe a test got misplaced there.
I feel like, with siblings, if I'm Giannis, like I don't want this format. Like this is not in my best interest. I have enough of my brothers in my life. Like this is my own thing. I am one of the faces of the league. I don't want to drag my brother's carcasses around in a skills competition when I could still be doing this with other people that are, relevant, dare I say?
No. Michelle, you're missing the point here. This is Giannis. He was leaving his house, and he said, Mom, I'm headed to the All-Star game. And she said, take your brothers with you. Like, Mom, it's a work thing.
And that's what it feels like. And I would love to have been a fly on the wall in the meeting that gave us this scenario because I don't really get it. I also feel like, is this me being an ass? Yes, probably. But
yeah, just
did I, like that's you know what, I should have just done it.
Yes.
Okay, I am an ass. But that being said, have I gotten too old? Like, does the All-Star weekend not get me excited like it once did? Am I missing something?
Have you lost that love and feeling, Michelle? Is that what you're saying?
Did I? I think I
Spark's
did.
not there anymore. See, you know why? You know what usually happens when you lose that spark, when you fall out of love? It's usually because someone stopped trying. That someone is Adam Silver. Let's review, shall we?
Let's go down that road, shall we?
Number 1. Hey, guys, I know. Let's have the All-Star weekend in Cleveland. That's one
strike.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Number 2, the skills competition format that we just outlined right there.
Yeah, no.
Number 3, and this is going to be a fun one. Michelle, can you name the 4 dunk contest participants this year?
I can only, no, because I could cheat because I have it right next to me right here. But
No, don't look at the paper.
if you would have asked me, like, I would have been able to name one, honestly. I would have named Green.
One?
That would have been it.
Okay.
That's it.
So
Otherwise,
Green
I'm
and
out.
Toppin, I'm like, okay, all right. Like,
That's the show,
those
right?
are legitimate dunkers.
Legit dunkers.
Like
Yeah.
legitimate participants, yes.
Okay, so 2, but there's 4.
There are, yep.
and then the other
So we
2,
got 2
I
left
don't
now
know.
for everyone doing the homework at home.
I don't know which one is more outrageous, right? You have Cole Anthony, who has a grand total of 16 dunks in his entire NBA career. He's a guy. He's not a dunker. He's not. It's
So
just
how-
like Ricky
like-
Rubio being in the dunk contest. Like, I'm not saying he's a nice young player. I'm excited about what he's going to become. Dunking is not his thing.
So how does it happen? Like, why is he here?
So here's the thing, Michelle, is when I started like pushing back on why is Cole Anthony in this. The response
Yeah.
I got, the only response I got was, you should have seen what he did in high school. And I'm like,
2 ACLs ago.
Still
okay, but I didn't. Yeah, right. That's 2 ACLs ago.
I didn't though.
Yeah, but I didn't. Like I look, I love a good YouTube rabbit hole as much as the next person, but I never got to Cole Anthony dunk contest in high school. Just never, it never came across.
That can't be the argument for how he got into this. There are how many players in the league? Lonnie
yet-
Walker on the Spurs alone had good dunks this week. He had like 3 in one
And
game.
yet-
That would have been good enough.
And yet, Michelle, somehow, not the most egregious form of.
Oh, there's a worse? Okay.
There's worse.
I mean, who do you think is
Not-
the best dunker on the Golden State Warriors?
Well, ask Michelle. Michelle, who's the best dunker on the Golden State Warriors?
If I had to
turn
just
on the
guess, well, I'd say the kid because I like the big Kamina. I think that dude's
Kuminga.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I like him a lot.
That's
a great guess. Yeah.
Great guess. Great guess.
Not in the dunk contest.
Oh, not in the dunk
Who
contest.
would you say is
But
the second best?
second best? Second best
like
dunker on the
maybe-
Warriors.
like Andrew,
For whatever
Andrew
reason,
Wiggins can do some
we
crazy
forgot.
stuff, right? Like,
I mean, we've seen him dunk. Yeah, he
Yeah.
could.
Not in the,
So it's not
in the
him.
contest,
He's,
not in the
he
let's
already
say he's
got it.
older. He's in his 8th year. He doesn't do it anymore. This is a young man's game. Okay, so we can't get Kuminga because we forgot Kuminga exists. Okay, is there anybody else on the Warriors
beast.
who dunks? Anybody at all?
Not that
I've seen Gary Payton the second do some stuff.
Oh,
Gary Payton
yeah.
the second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
He's
He's young.
Not in the dunk.
Not
contest.
him though. Not him. Not him.
We're 3 Warriors in, and
Wow,
we
how many
still don't
Warriors are
have
there?
who got picked. Well, that's also a great question. That's why you're a great journalist, Michelle. That's a good follow-up question. We're about 20% through the roster at this point, and we haven't found a dunker to throw into the contest.
Did it have to be a Warrior? It's not
I
even.
mean, it didn't have to be, but
another great question.
But it was, and
Who is it?
It was a Warrior, and it wasn't the 3 best dunkers on the team.
So they went with the 4th best.
Juan Toscano Anderson. Now, so you're saying to yourself, I mean, hold on, is he dunking 16 times in his entire career like Cole Anthony? I say to you, no, he actually has dunked quite a bit. But I'm
Okay.
going to give you some numbers here, Michelle. All right?
God.
You ready for this? So Gary Payton
Yep.
has 47 dunks this season.
Shut your mouth.
This season, right?
Okay.
Bad.
Damn, that's a lot.
Kuminga, your pick, Michelle,
Yep.
your pick, Kuminga, he's got 44 dunks this year. Right?
Man, he's only really
44.
played like the last month. You know,
Kid's
like,
great.
He
Right.
hasn't
It's like
gotten
a wall.
regular minutes. Yeah.
I like when people run into him and he forgets how big he is, and it's just confusing for everybody. Go on.
I'm that way. at
Juan
the supermarket.
Toscano Anderson, not
like
to
a
be
wine.
shamed by his 2 teammates, he's got 47 dunks
Oh.
over the last 2 years.
Oh.
So in case you're doing the math at home, both Kuminga and Gary Payton II, who, by the way, aren't 40-minute-a-game players, have twice as many dunks as Juan Toscano Anderson.
Okay.
A piece.
So all kidding. I mean, look, we're not. I don't want to be the old dusty turd that talks about what the dunk contest used to be, because it only takes a quick Google search for you young ones to understand that the greats of the greats of the greats once took part in this competition, and it's what made it amazing. That being said, how do those names become the names that we are supposed to look forward to seeing this weekend?
Let me stand up for the dunk contest here, okay? Because
Please do.
I love the dunk contest. It
Okay.
is my favorite event every single
Yeah.
year. I hate when people say, "Oh, the 3-point contest is bad." No, it hasn't. You need one good dunk, and all of a sudden everyone forgets all about Eric Gordon knocking down 19 threes or whatever that is, right? Like, it's all you need. And we're not that far removed from the greatest dunk contest in NBA history, which was Zach LaVine versus Aaron Gordon. That is by far the best one we've ever seen.
That's not the
Ever?
greatest.
Absolutely, way
No, that's
way
not the
better.
greatest.
Ever.
What is?
Okay.
What's better?
The greatest is Vince Carter.
I was gonna say ever is you got to put like
absolutely
a
Vince
like a
Carter.
border
Vince
on
Carter
that.
by
We've
far.
never had
Vin-
2 guys competing head to head like that with the amount of stuff that they did, the creativity they had. I mean,
We
have
had
you
one
ever
guy
seen
who
someone,
did better.
Have you ever seen
We
someone
had one guy who
catch
did more than
catch
all
an
of them.
alley oop from the free throw line? No,
All the time.
That's
Let me know.
absurd to even think about. They don't even do that shit in video games. Like, that is not a thing. Zach LaVine did it.
They didn't do anything that Vince Carter did in video games until Vince Carter did it. Vince Carter by himself, still the greatest dunk contest of all time. No. I don't care that he had no competition. I don't care that literally everyone sat there after his first dunk. Everyone sat there and said, "Okay, he's gonna win." There was no crying about, "Oh, I don't believe I didn't get a 50. I'm gonna wear 50 from now on to remind people that I should get it." None of that.
Aaron Gordon has been a baby about it. Don't get me wrong, but that's the greatest dunk contest we've ever seen, by far.
I will give you this. At least it's a quote unquote newer edition of all of these. It's not the old school.
Right, yeah.
So I'll give you that. Like, that's within our short-term memory.
So what we need is just a couple of dunks between Toppin and Jalen Green to put this thing as a great event for Saturday night. We don't need like one of the greatest ever, but we just need a couple of great dunks. We can't have them like Jeremy Evans or Donovan Mitchell this thing. Like, it can't be that. Like, we have to have a couple of great dunks.
Let's say you're Cole Anthony and or Juan Toscano-Anderson right now, right? You're a couple of days away from this. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, what is your plan? Are you learning how to do cool dunks in the next 24 hours? What's the strategy?
If you're Cole Anthony, you're learning how to dunk.
Okay. So you're doing like some YouTube search.
Yeah, jump and then turn my hand over the ball.
Okay.
And then bring it down forcefully, thusly. I think I got it. And the first time he goes up there, he forgets the ball. Like, I felt a little.
I needed another week.
But call Dad. Guys, hey, can Uncle Larry Johnson come hang out for a little bit? I just need to.
I mean, that's like, I guess what I don't understand is why. I mean, there are definitely other options. We can name 5 in the next 2 seconds just from this week alone.
I gave you 2 from the same team as one of the guys.
I gave you Lonnie Walker just based on a game this week. Like, he had 2 great dunks.
I would love Lonnie Walker in the dunk contest. Yeah.
And that's just me being a homer.
Anthony Edwards?
Yeah. But
there's got to be a reason.
Doing the thing where he's pouting because he didn't get into the All-Star game, right?
He claims he doesn't get invites. Yeah, he claims he doesn't get invited to anything. So
3-point contest. I used to love slam dunk. I obviously also used to love 3-point contests. Those of us who can't dunk, we can at least shoot 3-pointers. It makes us feel like we can relate. But there are, I want to say, 22 competitors. Why? Why are there so many people in this?
You know what I miss? I miss when they used to do one guy on one side of the court and the other one on the other, and we had the split screen. I miss that. I just have all these images of Dan Marley in one corner and like Tim Legler in the other, and that was just what we had.
Wow, did Zach make the 3-point contest great again? Is that what you just did there, Zach? When Dan Marley and Tim Legler, people you could count on.
Back when threes were threes. Back when 3-pointers meant something.
But it's true. We have 8 competitors. Do we have an issue or a standout favorite amongst these 8? I don't even. Fred VanVleet.
We talked to Fred VanVleet on the radio, so I'm rooting for him. That's really the thing.
See, are you still doing that this far along in your career? You're like, I talked to him, so I'm rooting for him.
Because he's the only one I really remember is in it.
Fair enough. That's better than mine.
Yeah,
mine's Patty Mills, but that's just because I love
Patty. I love Patty. I wouldn't mind Patty.
That's cornier than what he just did.
What are you talking about? Nice. Once a Spur, always a Spur.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I was with you until you said that. Now I'm out.
Wow. I'm sorry, you guys, that I love something. Okay, try it. Try loving something. But the rest of these guys, I mean, CJ McCollum.
Didn't work out. Not for me.
I'll tell you what I got. I'll give you.
Okay,
talk
to me.
Name, right? I'll give you.
I kind of feel like we should betting on all this.
Oh, let's do that. Let's all go to Vegas.
Might as well.
Because he's
Yeah, you got to be.
I was born in the darkness. You merely adopted it. Oh yeah, give me Bane. We give Gotham back to you.
Just for the listener at home, he means Desmond Bane of the Memphis Grizzlies, not the Batman villain.
Which would have been cooler if it was the Batman villain, but honestly,
ridiculous. What's more ridiculous, Michelle? The Bane Batman villain in the 3-point contest or Juan Toscano-Anderson in the dunk contest? Like, which one makes more sense? That's a great point.
No, the other one makes more sense because NBA is always doing tie-ins with big cinematic features.
There's
so that would have
Batman
actually
out, right?
100%. That would have made more sense. See, we got to do marketing for them. You know, I'm going to laugh my ass off when Juan Toscano-Anderson wins the dunk contest. I'm going to go ahead and put 20 on it. 20 on Toscano-Anderson. I hope he does too.
What are the props? What are the odds?
I wish I knew. I'm in Texas. Not allowed to do it. I have no idea. Yeah, which is the
That's
stupidest
the
thing
one
I've
thing
ever
you
heard.
can't do in Texas.
The
is
one-
gamble. They're just
yeah,
like,
I could shoot anybody,
What?
but
It's
I
so
can't.
Weird. What is that? What is that about Texas? It's like they're like, our freedoms. Like, hey, can I buy a joint? The devil's grass.
What kind of drug addict are you? No, you're right. I can't get pot, and I can't bet on things on my app on my phone like every other state. But I can walk into a grocery store fully loaded. So sit on that, you
I like to
weirdos,
walk-
you
that
weird
could mean
commies.
drunk. That could mean armed. Like, I don't know what that means.
Actually, you're right. It can be both. Killing it. Any predictions for all kidding? I know we're three very cynical human beings on this thing right now.